Oh my god, that frog slash did like 500 damage. Dude, professional dart player. That'd be sick. I want to be a professional dart player. I freaking love, like... I mean, darts isn't even that crazy weird of a sport, but I love weird sports. Like, I love watching the Olympics and watching, like, some of the crazier stuff. Like, that's just so cool to me. I would love to be able to just be like, hey, I'm the world's greatest underwater basket weaver extreme team goalie. Just have people like, what? Like, yeah, dude. I'm the best. Ranked #1. I mean, that's just a cool thing to be able to, like, pull out, you know? I'm the ultimate Sonic fan fiction writer. Let's go. Rank #1. But yeah, like, unique sports are super cool to me. I watch a lot of unique sports when I can. Whenever I see something that sounds interesting, I always watch it. I felt like it was too far, but I went for it anyways. I love the Olympics. It always makes me sad when people say they don't like the Olympics. I don't know how you don't like the Olympics, man. If you don't like the Olympics, I feel like you're watching the wrong Olympics. It is so entertaining. It's like the most entertaining thing on TV. It is so much fun to just watch people go out there and do their thing, like whatever it is. Like, how do you not watch, like, the professional shooters, like, doing their thing, man? It's so cool. It is so cool. How do you not enjoy watching, like, the curlers, like the professional curlers, get out there and just line up and just hype themselves up? They just grab the puck and they're just like, they're lining up and they're like focused, like their whole life is come down to this moment. Like, man, it's so epic. Like, unironically, like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, it truly is awesome when they put that much time and effort into something and then it, like, pays off there. It's so cool. I friggin' love it. It could be anything. I don't care. If it's the Olympics, I think it's entertaining. See, I kind of disagree. I think everything should be an Olympic sport. I mean, sure, you gotta put the brakes on eventually, but I think if people are willing to watch it and people are willing to pay for it, anything could be an Olympic sport. If people are willing to dedicate their lives to it, I think it can be an Olympic sport. That's just my personal thought on it. You know, if there's one guy that's super into like professional top spinning and no one else is into it, just, you know, it can't be an Olympic sport. But if you can get 10 people in the room that are all incredible at it, and it you know, I could watch it. I could watch it and be thoroughly impressed. But guys, esports can't be an Olympic sport because no one would leave their basement to go play it. Wah, wah. Olympic basement. We're gonna bring the Olympics to you. We're here live at Chris's basement. I mean, I'll be brutally honest with you guys. I think if you think esports can't be an Olympic sport, you're out of your mind. Maybe a couple of years ago, but like Counter-Strike's on ESPN. Like, if Counter-Strike is on ESPN, then you can make it an Olympic sport. It's at this point, you know. A couple years ago, yeah, I'd understand your argument, but at this point, you know, stuff like Counter-Strike is easily enough to be digested by people that have no idea what's going on. Like, at this point, watching a game of Counter-Strike would make more sense to, like, the Boomer Nation than watching half the Olympic sports. Like, you would watch half the Olympic sports and be like, I have no idea what's going on. And then you'd watch a Counter-Strike game and you'd be like, I kind of understand what's going on. So if your argument is like no one would understand it, that's just not an argument anymore. Like, sure they would. Now, if your argument is like esports aren't active enough or something, then you have to remove like half the Olympic sports. So that's not really an argument. Like, people still argue about whether or not esports are a sport, and I understand that. Like, I disagree with it wholeheartedly, but I understand the argument. But Olympic sport, I don't even think there's an argument, because, like, half the Olympic sports are less active than esports, and, like I said, it's more understandable in most of the Olympic sports at this point. So, I don't think there's really an argument for that. If you want to still make the age-old argument that it's not a sport, then that's whatever, but yeah, like, in terms of the Olympics, yeah, you could totally do it if people wanted to do it. Olympic musical chairs, let's go. Ball and cup, gold medal, let's go. Well, most of the arguments I see, you know, in terms of, like, calling things a sport, most of the time people say, well, it's not physical, and then the response to that is the definition of a sport doesn't mean that it's physical. It's like a physical or mental competition. So then usually the argument ends there. So... And, like, I remember back when people made the arguments about esports not being sports and all sorts of different things, but nowadays, all of that has pretty much gone away. The only argument left is that it's not physical, which some people would disagree with that as well, but yeah, like, I remember people used to, like, argue, you know, oh, it doesn't have sponsors, or it doesn't have coaches, or it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that, and, like, now it does have all that. It's not televised, it's not this or that, but like at this point, esports has all that. The only thing that esports has, or doesn't have, that traditional sports have is the physicality element. But at this point, like, a lot of regular sports don't have that either. So... But like I said, I wasn't even arguing the sports thing. I was arguing an Olympic sport thing. And an Olympic sport can be frickin' anything. So it's not even an argument at that point. Like, if darts is an Olympic sport, then, yeah, it's no argument. It's whatever people are willing to pay for and get sponsors for. That's it. It has nothing to do with whether or not it's a sport. Piano is a sport. Actually, come to think of it, no, I don't think darts is. Shooting is, though. I don't know if darts is or not. Darts is a pretty big sport in many countries, but I don't know if it's an Olympic sport or not. If darts isn't a Olympic sport, the only reason it isn't is that it's not in enough countries, not because it's not an Olympic sport. If enough countries pick up darts, it will be an Olympic sport. I can guarantee that. It's really all it takes for Olympic sports, is that enough countries are willing to send in athletes. Also, Lazeru, thank you so much for the 9 months. I forgot to say thanks. Or maybe I did, I don't remember. Thank you. And Renegade, thank you for the gifted sub to Rothamar. Welcome back, Rothamar. Lazeru said, Zeramis was a nightmare when I was a kid playing Final Fantasy IV. GG taking down on the first try with minimal leveling. Yeah, frickin' Pure 4 came in the clutch, pretty much. In Bahamut. Great said, I'm late about the Final Fantasy IV spoilers, but did anyone tell you that in the GBA PSP version you can switch your characters with any of the previous playable casts except Tella? Yeah, they said something about that. With all the various ways you played Final Fantasy VII, what is one of the one you had a lot of fun with? Well, all of them I have a lot of fun with. If you're asking which one was the most fun, it's kind of hard to say, but I usually say that Cloud Soul Necrosis was my favorite challenge we did. First fun is first playthrough. Yeah, I don't know, like, I hate going down this path, to be honest, because I think it's a silly question even to begin with. Who cares if it's a sport or not? Like, it doesn't mean anything, it's just a vocabulary word. But, I've always been, like, kind of, I always thought that the is esports a sport question would be pretty bizarre. When it comes to stuff like any traditional sport, like baseball, you would count the coach as part of the team, would you not? Even though he doesn't physically play the sport, like, he's still part of the team, so why would the physicality element even matter? So, like, I always thought it was goofy to even ask the question. But hey, some people are like, it doesn't have a ball, it's not a sport. Which is fine if you think that, it's just a vocabulary word anyways. The guy who brings the water. Yeah, I mean, it's literally just a word to describe it. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean it's better or worse. It doesn't mean less or more people watch it. It doesn't mean that the people that play it are any less talented. It just literally means, does it fit with this adjective, yes or no? Yeah, and then you make the argument like, oh, well, then NASCAR isn't a sport. And they're like, yeah, but there's danger in it. It's like, okay, well, now it's got to be danger for it to be a sport? Like, what does that mean? Like, they pretty much just make up whatever they can say to try to make it sound worse. Like, anyone that makes that argument is just trying to make esports sound worse. They don't really care either way. They just don't like esports, and that's why they're making the argument. Because who cares if it's a vocabulary word or not? Eye strain. I got finger cramps. Call a doctor, I got finger cramps. I laugh, but I actually did have to quit Celeste running for a while because of wrist problems. Yeah, I think I remember having a talk like that with my parents, too. Because they're pretty, like... I mean, my parents are really, like, understanding of things, but sometimes you just have to put it in a perspective that they understand. Like, this wasn't actually my parents, this is my wife. My wife was like, I don't understand cosplaying. And I was like, you ever go to a football game and see people dressed in jerseys? That. Like, pretty much. I mean, it's slightly different, but pretty much. I mean, what's so different about it? You like a player on a team, so you dress up like them. You like a character in a TV show, so you dress up like them. What's the difference? If your argument is you put on the jersey so that people know you're a fan, same with cosplay. If your argument is you put on the jersey to, like, bring hype to the team, same as cosplay. I think in some way they're, like, exactly the same. Cosplay is partly about becoming a character. I feel like putting on a jersey is kind of like becoming the player, because you could never play that sport. So, could be, for people. Probably not everyone, but some people might feel that way. How's it going, Catastrophe? I think it's about time, boys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't throw an elixir on that one. Uh-oh. What did you steal? Minerva Band! Why did that one say, like, didn't steal anything? What the heck? I had to bring out the W-Cast Ultima just to make sure I didn't lose the Minerva Band. Alright. We're good. We didn't lose anything. Yeah, I mean, I remember at some point, like, telling my parents, because they didn't really get, like, they didn't really understand it. And I was just kind of like, it's the same thing as regular sports. They just do something that's entertaining and people watch. Like, you don't have to understand it any deeper than that. There's no real deeper meaning to any of it. It's just entertainment. And I think that's, like, that's the easiest way to explain it to someone that doesn't understand it. Because entertainment can be anything, you know? It's like Halloween, but all the time. So yeah, like, I think describing it as entertainment kind of helped my parents understand things a bit more. Masquerade was a type of cosplay. True. So not to get into this, not to get too deep into this discussion, but wouldn't you say that like furries are more of like a masquerade thing? Because like, to me, cosplay is you're still Jeff, but you're showing off your cool costume. Whereas that kind of stuff is more like you're actually becoming a different, like you have a different personality or a different character that you're creating. And to me, Masquerade was kind of like that because it was really anonymous. You like did it to be anonymous, or like a different person. You know what I mean? I don't know enough about Masquerade to say if they're the same or not. I have to see what Masquerade was all. But to me, like, Masquerade was a bit more about being anonymous. That was, like, kind of the whole idea. But maybe not. Maybe I have the wrong interpretation of masquerading. Yeah, at least similar. It's kind of cool. Kind of a cool, an interesting comparison, because I think that a lot of people feel like people creating their own like icons to become new personalities is like a super new thing that's weird and alien, and what's happened to society where people need to change into other people. But like, kind of, if you look at it in that kind of way, kind of has always been a thing, just a different flavor of it. It's like changing your underwear. Okay. I'm not sure if you're with me or not, but You ever get like knee deep into a conversation and you really feel like the person you're talking to is following you, and then they say something like that and you're like, I don't know if anything I've said has really stuck. That's happened to me with my grandma before. I freaking love my grandma, but she's one of those people that always pretends to follow you even if she doesn't. So sometimes she'll say something and you're like, whoa, we are on just different planets right now. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny when that happens. Yo, Magic! Good to see you, man. You're just in time. We're about to go attempt the impossible again. Oh, man. Fun times. Let's get another question while we're running up the cave here. What would you do if you had enough money to not need a job? Exactly what I'm doing now. So, not a very good question for me. What about you guys? Well, that's not exactly true. I'd let my wife quit her job and be with the kids more. That's about it. Because the only reason she works is because we need money. If we didn't need money, she wouldn't work. She'd be with the kids. Because to be honest, they kind of need her. But you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? It's 2021. Go off to Alaska to find myself. I feel like that's the correct answer. I feel like somehow that's the correct answer. I kind of do want to go to Alaska one day. I've heard it's so pretty, but... you know, bears and such. Ice storms... bears, and bear storms. Those three things scare me. I should not have done this at the same time. See you, Joe. Have a great weekend, man. I might be streaming this weekend if I get time. Might do a little bonus stream, work on some speedrun stuff, or just play some more amazing PS5 stuff like Demon's Souls or Cyber Shadow, because I'm having so much fun with those two games right now. But we shall see how much time I get over the weekend. I do not know what the weekend has in store for me yet. Dude, Cyber Shadow is so good. Just want to play that game more. Alright, what's another one? Another question. Who is your favorite author? I don't know who my favorite author is. I don't really have an author that I read their book specifically. Back when I was a kid, I used to read Emily Rhoda a ton. I used to read Deltora Quest. Anyone read Deltora Quest? That's the jam. But nowadays, what's reading? And when I do read, it's just whatever books look good, not a specific author. Stephen King, I feel like, is a good answer. Yeah, a lot of people enjoy Stephen King. I tried a Stephen King book once, and it wasn't for me, but I feel like I should give him another try, because everyone loves the Stephen King. You don't want to miss Cyber Shadow? Alright, I won't play it this weekend then. Unless you're there. I can play Demon's Souls or something if I bonus stream. Or I was just thinking about working on some speedrun stuff, because I've been really motivated for that lately, and 4 hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday doesn't feel like enough time. I need more time to practice. Alright. It's time to try to figure out something. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to actually not do any kind of cheese and just simply fight Emerald like man to man. But I don't know how that's gonna go. Okay. Explain Esports to Emerald and then destroy him while he's thinking about it. This guy's got the strats. Let's go in drum. You have to pin down my favorite genre? Well, when I was growing up, fantasy was my favorite. I also really liked mystery, but I think it was pretty certain that fantasy was my favorite. And nowadays, probably the same. Probably fantasy. I can dip into science fiction a bit, but I don't usually like to go full science fiction. Yeah, I mean, anything with magic and dragons, and I'm like sold. That's I'm a simple man. Throw in a dragon and I'm happy. Yeah. Alright, so I need two things. I need tankiness and I need damage. We need to take out the eyes consistently. The biggest issue with this is my MP count. I need enough MP to get through the whole fight. If I run out of MP and I can't kill the eyes anymore, big rip. And I only get one MP bar because I cannot use items. So what would be best is if I could find a way to kill the eyes without having to worry about using MP. That is easily done on the right side with Yuffie. That is not so easily done on the left side. One thing I can do, though, is Ultima MP Absorb. That will get me a lot of Ultimas. Especially with Debut Magic. So that's a good start. I can use gravity spam for damage. I want everyone to have restore all. And I want probably Tifa and Cloud to have revive. Cloud's gonna be my tank. You are going to have counter death blow. And underwater, my counterattacks. I don't want you to have Mega All, I want you to have Double Cut instead. You can have Mega All, which means you don't need this all anymore. You can have Long Range and Luck Plus. You can have Magic Plus. Thank goodness I have actual good HP pluses now. That's going to help so much with this. Definitely want you to have max MP. Alright, what else? Do we want Bahamut Zero? Kinda, but he takes a lot of MP, and I already have Ultima, so I don't think Bahamut Zero is going to be necessary. I could put Bahamut Zero on, like, Cloud as, like, a get out of jail free card if the eyes are living too long. I gave you gravity, right? Yeah. Don't think I really need anything else. I could do magic counter gravity on my tank. I need revive on my tank, so you don't really need Mega All. Let's get rid of Mega All. Never mind, maybe you do. You can have Bahamut Zero, I guess. Because you already have Ultima. You take Bahamut Zero. You can have underwater. And that means you can have gravity, quadra magic. That'll give you some damage. Oh, I forgot one very important thing. I need enemy skill. I guess I'll just leave it on red 13. No, I want to. I definitely want to. What can I take out? You don't need MP plus. Okay. And do we have any limit changes? No. How does Cloud still only have level 2? Okay. That's fine. Do I give you the missing score? I guess. Do I give you the Zydric so you can be a tank? Yeah. So this side... I win. Like, this is literally all I need and I win. This alone will take out all the eyes every single time they spawn in. We'll never... Like, this alone will stop him from ever using Airtam Storm. So, if I can stay alive, right side wins. I don't even have to worry about Airtam Storm or dealing enough damage. Left side has to constantly, like, worry about dealing enough damage to the eyes. Right side doesn't even have to worry about it. The eyes will die. Well, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, because if Yuffie was the only one alive, that would be the case. But the other two are also alive, so she has to get hit. But this will go a long way in killing the eyes on its own. And, like, if he does any counterattacks, she'll wreck the place, so... Like, every time he does Emerald Beam, she'll wreck the place, so... So... Usually I had her as my magic caster, but I think I won't this time. I think we're gonna have Cloud be the magic caster. And so we're gonna give him... Ultima, MP Absorb, W Magic. Yuffie can have Double Cut. Do I have 3 gravities here? No, I only have 2, so you won't get gravity, but you won't need it. You can have gravity, you can have gravity. You already have Ultima, so don't worry about that. You can have Quadra Magic Gravity. You can have Restore All. You can have Restore All. And you can have Restore Mega All. I have 2 long ranges, so that's cool. You need Magic Plus. Did I put on magic counter on this side? Yeah, with gravity. We can do the same over here. And then we have enemy skill. And you also need enemy skill. You don't need another death blow. We need some revive, mostly on these 2. We need underwater, we need MP plus on you, we also need HP plus on you. So I guess you're getting underwater. And HP plus. What's my other magic? Ooh, that magic plus is high level. Kind of want to equip it. Long range, I guess, isn't necessary. Okay, am I missing anything? I don't have Bahamut Zero equipped, but I don't really need it. I think that's it. To sadness or not to sadness? I don't think we need to sadness. Maybe if we get super wrecked, but... Actually, I'm just gonna go rest for my MP. MP is the most important thing in this fight. We need to kill him before I run out of MP. That's all that matters. Alright. Operation Bad Idea is a go. Nice. Uh-oh, Yuffie on the right side is really squishy. I didn't realize that. That's 2 on... Two on Yuffie so far. We have 2 on Cloud. It's 2 on Cloud, 1 on Yuffie, I believe. Tifa does max damage because her limit bar is full. I think we're actually good on that side. We desperately need to heal on this side. Those Demis are coming in clutch right now. So is Yuffie counter since Barrett's dead. We need Cloud to use some ultima on the right side before we get air tammed. Left side, we're just gonna go for damage. We got time. Not bad. Sure, why not? Yuffie mad. Ultra Instinct Yuffie! Okay, I desperately need to get this ultima off on the right side. Left side should be fine. One small issue is that my Demis are max level, so my counters are doing Demi 3, which still does like the same damage to Emerald, but costs 4 MP. Also, those eyes lasted way too long on the right side and drained a ton of my MP. Which is not good. God, Tifa does no damage when her limit bar is low. Premium Heart. It's kind of a crappy weapon. Seems my ultimas aren't doing enough damage. That ultima sure did a lot of damage. Oh my god, that absorbed though. Holy cow. Please kill that eye. Shoot, I didn't target the eye. Okay, we got ultima, we're good. Stay alive! Uh-oh. That cure was a bit too late. Unfortunate. That setup wasn't good. Look at Barrett doing the damage, though. Let's go, Barrett. What's funny is Cloud actually can survive that at full health. Alright, try again. Yeah, that was a bit rough. I needed to have my ultimas ready to go at the start because I got eyed way too much. Sadness would help, yes, but I think we can do it without. I just need to be more prepared. It was kind of awkward, too, because the left side, the eyes took forever to appear, and the right side, they were, like, instant. Emerald very often attacks 3 times and then shows the eyes, but it's random. It could be all up to, like, 9 attacks before he shows. Where you at? Oh my god, the stick drift is killing me. Stop it. What is Emerald Weapon exactly? He's a fish. I'm ultimate ready that time. And Tifa got our limit break. If I get lucky, that could take out the rest of the eyes. Can help too. This is gonna do so much damage. Well, actually, it won't take into effect her weapon boost, but. hard doing both. I have to keep making bad decisions, and it's like the eyes are open on both screens. I don't want to make any bad decisions, but I have to. Man, the eyes are still doing so much damage. Stupid Tifa's doing no damage with a premium heart. Hit Barret, please. Hit Barret, please. That's not Barret. Man, I don't know why, like, right side just got obliterated. Even though I cast Ultimate right away. It wasn't enough. I think I'm gonna take off. Well, I don't know. I haven't run out of MP yet, so I was thinking about taking off Demi counter, but that's not even the issue. Right now, the issue is just staying alive.